Hello everybody and welcome back to G for G, Games for Gamers. Today we're going to take a look at an offensive team that I've been struggling to think of a name for pretty much all day. And then suddenly the old 60s hippie protest song, Turn, 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 came to mind. And I think that's what I'm going to call the team. And I'll show you why in a little bit. So I like to call this offensive team Turn, Turn, Turn. I thought that one was... Okay. Yeah, somebody told me in the last video, upgrade the jets, and I've been working on it. I've got a few more done. So, this team is made up of Sabretooth and my newly acquired Uncanny Cyclops. I ran into him a little bit in PvP on the defense. He usually wasn't too hard, but I kind of had the bright idea to use him on offense, and my god, his synergy with Sabretooth is nuts. I used to use this group in the beginning with Stalker, and that would increase the turns even more, but I found out it was a little too squishy since I wasn't running a heal in that particular group, and I was kind of thinking of Shepherd's Staff, even more turns like Stalker and Shepherd's Staff, holy cow, constant attacking. But I opted out of that and I went to my Void Shield, which I like a lot. So to kind of give you an idea of what they're doing, they're actually now my defensive team. They don't do too hot on defense, but their offense, I mean, 3 in a row over here, 1 loss, and then another 2 in a row. Down here, win, 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 win. Losses, win, win, win. And look at all these offensive wins. This team, the only loss was this guy here because it was a typical big-ass Buffy Heimdall. Just, I burnt the scroll early to get rid of Mystic so I can get my debuffs going and I can get my mojo on. And I had no way, unfortunately, of removing Heimdall's Gjallerhorn, so he was crushing people. It came down to just my agent and him, and I did scroll him, but he was already pretty beefy from going after Sabretooth. So with the exception of like the one-hit knockoff of Heimdall, this team is fantastic. So let's tell you why this team was designed. The key to the team over here is he gives you uncanny leadership, and that gives you extra turns. Sabretooth jumps in like crazy when his berserk is up, so these two give a lot of extra turns. I have my power cell and the void generator cleansing my debuffs and also protecting my team. This is my custom only for killing. This is what I use when this is on cooldown. Plus, this is essentially unavoidable damage if they haven't already taken mental anguish. And this hits for a huge chunk. And of course, the scroll to level the playing field. This is more of an offensive item because this is my defense. And the only time things get kind of bad is if I have to scroll early to get rid of Mystic so I can do my debuffs. And then have something else that I want to use the scroll for, like rescue that annoying-ass twat, gets a bunch of her protection going, or a Heimdall gets Gjallerhorn out, and we all know Vigilance Gjallerhorn is the first thing that he always does. So as I'm loading up over here, I can tell you that my team this season was kind of built on the back of Doom, who really carried me for a while, but he's not what he used to be. And a lot of magic-based groups like Voodoo and Spiral, also Voodoo and Magic. Who else was I using? Oh, Spiral and Niku. Spiral and Niku is a pretty solid group, along with the Chaos SMG and the Crooked Branch. So, we have a Rescue. I have nothing strong against her. We have a Cyclops, probably a Tactician. It's good that my agent's going to go after her. Okay, so I'm not really that strong against this group. The agent's strong against mine, but Cyclops is going to murder that agent, and then Sabretooth has nobody to really go after. I finally got my last slot in PvP unlocked and all slotted up. And, of course... Oh, we have Mystic Shroud. Good. But, we don't have... Yes, we do have combat awareness. So, anything here is a little risky. I'm going to go ahead and, of course, go for rescue because I have to. And I will wind up suffering the counterattack. I would like to get my Uncanny over to 13 so I can start using the empowered ISOs. I probably go with Savant for the beginning shield to make sure he doesn't get blasted out early. I might do something else. Okay, so that scroll actually helps me because his team isn't debuffed. And he took off some of mine. And, oh god, my agent's stunned. That's a problem. Well, time to get out my combat evasion. And unfortunately, I can't hit the agent yet. Because my agent was friggin' stunned. So, we'll just go for rescue. We can't apply flanked yet. Oh, no, that's right. Mystic is up. See, that is bullshit. Rescue should not hit a 5k crit on my bruiser agent. Rescue is defensive. The fact that she just did 5k is utter trash. God, I hate this bitch. So sick of rescue. Alright, well, time for the agent to go and start leveling the plank. See, there's get back in the fight, which is, of course, the buffs. So, let's scroll this team off. Let's get rid of my bullshit debuffs. And let's go for her, because she's flanked. So, now I got some protection going on over here. Okay, that does nothing. Took about half my shield. So, now that she's not protecting, it's time for Cyclops to work on the agent. We've applied flanked. He'll get an extra turn. God, why does anybody run the generic Cyclops anymore? And now we get weakness and flank to follow up. So another optic laser blast. Since there's no infiltrators, I can mega optic blast without fear of repercussion, which probably will be coming up. I don't like to burn his tantrum early because actually, unlike how when the AI uses tantrum, it's better that some more people are bleeding when you use it. So, put rescue with the bleeds. And now here comes the attacker agent. Oh, dumbass. Dumb. Could have gone for my agent. So now, I could go for him, but I'm gonna go for rescue. With the headache. Hopefully Cyclops doesn't go for my Sabretooth. I prefer him to go for my own. Oh, free attack. Alright, now that we have a free attack, I'm going to risk him getting crits to apply that migraine. Because hopefully Cyclops will be able to put him in range of death. And now he's intimidated, so that was a good risk. And evasive maneuvers is back out already. Pretty big optic blast hit. So, is she protecting? No, she's not protecting. So, try for the agent. God, I hate rescue. Kind of weak brawl. I'm not going to do Mega Optic Blast with that out. God damn it. We still get the retaliation there. And Sabretooth gets an extra life. I wonder if Sabretooth and Nico might be cool together, but they don't really have a whole lot of synergy other than the fact that they come back from the dead. And so far, my Uncanny has not resurrected anybody, but he does this a lot. Get back in the fight and finish. Again, don't want to go for this because I'm going to get a lot of retaliation. My blood rage is not high, so unfortunately, forget Brutal Slash. Let's get him bleeding so that maybe when his migraine goes off, he'll be close to death. My group over here has survived some completely crazy situations where'd the migraine go? Okay. Where Sabretooth is like the only one left, and he finishes off 2 people. I've lost my agent in one. I've lost my Cyclops in one. I usually don't lose Sabretooth because of the extra life. But because of the attacker empowered ISO, dude, he's complete endgame material. Negated. Thanks for trying. Okay, now my own evasive maneuvers, and we'll see if we can't get rid of that goddamn agent with his axe over here. Mild hit, not great. And the follow-up. Flanked. Is he bleeding? If he's bleeding, I think I'm going to let him go. Let's see. Are you bleeding? Yeah, you're bleeding. 397. Okay. Time to start working on other people. And see, that's the good thing about the extra turns. Nice. Big hit from Sabretooth. All these extra turns buff his attacker ISO, and if he hits bleeding people, the blood rage starts channeling pretty quick. So now, even though she's bleeding, I think I will kill 2 birds with 1 stone from the tantrum. And everybody dies. So now, we're looking at 3-1, and he's not strong on anybody. I have no debuffs. He has no real buff, so I'm going to hold the scroll. And I'm just going to give him a headache. If he Mega Optic Blasts me, it could be a little bad for Sabretooth, but he's going to resurrect. Oh, and I got to finish the fight. Beautiful. And this is where Uncanny Cyclops is a beast. And so is Sabretooth. Just turns, extra turns everywhere. The only thing, there's one flaw in... Goodbye, headache. Bam. Look at that. 7.4k headache. Almost 7.5. The only flaw that I usually run into with this setup is occasionally the AI is very smart and will use a recharge to get around the custom only for killing the headache. I've actually seen the PC do that. The AI do that. I was going up against a Phoenix 5 Emma Frost, and we all know she used to be the beast in PvP, well before I really took it seriously. I countered her by using that strategy. She would psychic tap me, and I would just recharge, and it would fall off me. It was my agent versus Emma Frost, one-on-one at the end of it all, and I was able to win because I could keep the headache off of me, but she actually was not keeping it off of her. I would just void shield, headache, void shield, headache, void shield, headache. And it wasn't much... Oh! What a trolly-ass defensive team. The only thing this thing needs is Mystic in the friggin' cube. Unbelievable. God, I hate this team. So friggin' trash. However, they have no strengths against any of my people. Tactician, bruiser, scrapper over here, not going to do anything. He's strong against one of them, and he's weak. So this is a kind of a nice group to go up against in terms of loadouts. Well, in terms of class. So now I'm going to get an enraged off of the agent. I think I'll take him out first until she starts protecting. Because he's got... Wow, he's got the full Attilan set. And he penetrated my shield. What the douchey hell was that? Well, since you're going to wind up protecting anyway, see, attacks might regenerate health, and Guardian, single target melee. So let's set him bleeding. If she attacks with Bruiser, she'll get an enraged because of... Yep. The good thing is, I still have my scroll, thanks to the fact that there's no Mystic. And she didn't protect yet, so I'm going to blam away on the agent and get flanked on him. Always go with a black... Oh, nice. See? There you go. Sabretooth getting an extra bleed in there. Sharpened Claws. Attacker goes up. Void shields that out of the way. Ah, beast. This team is beast. It performs more consistently than my magic group, and Doom, forget Doom now. He's not worth it. Alright, so now she's protecting. So now we do this. Screw your heal, screw your protect. I want this agent, and I'm gonna get enraged. And he's flanked. I don't always go for the agent, especially with high defensive threats like we're facing on this team, but I'm going to get a lot of buffs off of this guy, so I'm going to go for him. And dodged. Sucker. And that's why we picked the agent. So now, it's 3-on-2. So now, we're not going to go for her because she's in Bruiser. Let's wham on rescue. He's up now to attacker 4. Look at that, 11. It's beautiful. And he gets an extra turn, so his Blood Rage isn't doing very well, unfortunately. He's not getting a lot of attacks off of bleeding people, but he should gain one here. Damn, big hits. There we go, there's a Blood Rage. If you hold your Blood Rage for 5 stacks, and your attacker is 5 or higher, you do tremendous damage. I don't get how this Plasma Torch has gone through shields lately, but okay, whatever. Fist in the face. Flanked. Omega, she falls such trap to either Stalker or Combat Awareness. Except, why didn't... See, now, you should be able to retaliate on that second one, but okay. Alright, so now we have a choice. We could go for Rescue. We could go for her. Rescue has some more debuffs going. And she needs a flanked. She's probably going to status reset. $10. Yeah, flyby, get dodged, go bleed. Status reset, come on. Oh. She goes for that. Well, guess what? Now, the Void Generator is good because it's a free scroll on your team when you put it out. It cleanses most things. It makes attackers lose a buff when they hit you. And the other thing is, unlike other shields, like some people run Magneto, or they run the Magneto tech item, the custom, and I have it. But it's stupid. Because if you have the void generator, you can't get debuffed. Bye-bye. Look at what this group is doing over here. It's wrecking face. And this isn't down to gold or silver either. This is at the border of the next one. It's almost vibranium. Good God. Look at that. Look at that beef. Sentinel's getting wrecked. So, yeah, the Void Shield is one of the best shields in the game. I mean, any of the stuff you compare the Cell with is good. Stalker creates so many opportunities. It's fantastic. But the Void Shield, it cleanses existing debuffs. Until it goes away, it prevents debuffs. Unlike other shields, if you run the custom magnetic field generator... Is she flanked? She's flanked, so we'll go for this. You can still get debuffed. God. I hate seeing that amount of dodging, and she's not even using the reality hacking. Well, have a headache. It's like running my own personal Emma Frost, to use at my will. And get punched. But she's into... So now, alright, he only has 2, but his attacker's up at 7, and I just want to put her away. So... Jammy flat blast, both of you. Look at that. Look at where this guy is. Look at that. And look at what I just did to his team. I mean, it was easier than the team I had before then. Let's run a compare over here. Okay, so we anybody who was around during the free Angel season's gonna have that. Okay, so there's his profile, gear. Doof. Wow, a lot of heroes. Yeah, super a lot of heroes for this guy. Pretty solid and typical armory over here. 6 pages, pretty jacked. He's got some grimoires on offense, which is a little weird. So he's in the top 2.5%. For his offensive team, he was... Oh, that's his offense. I was going to say, I didn't see any of that. Okay, so he's running the full Attilan set. On his offense, yeah, God, Dragon's Foot, the Cube, Mystic, God, Cookie Cutter, lameness. God, get some originality, people. I'm so tired of those groups. I really hate them. So, let's compare what this group just did to him. This is just such a sweet team. I had less health, less stamina, less attack, less defense, less accuracy, less evasion, better generalists. The guns, people, this is all this should be used for, slotted for PvP. So, he was more defensive, I was more offensive. But his hero bonuses, pretty much he has a lot of silvers. A lot of silvers is what was gaining him those bonuses. I think I have more heroes. He just has some more leveled. He's missing Shitter Star. Obviously, everybody's missing Venom. Missing Beast, Rogue, and Moon Knight. It's kind of surprising. And over here, you can't tell who I'm missing. They're just off the screen. So, there is Team Turn. And, hey, look, I'm back at Vibranium. I don't know that I honestly would be able to get Venom, but I definitely want to get that, and I don't see myself going below that. And I'm actually shooting for my first legit Vibranium reward this time around in 12 days. So there you go. There's Team Turn. Hope you enjoyed seeing this group and what it can do. You can probably do some substitutions in here, like Psylocke. Possibly Ares, maybe an Elektra with him, but I don't think Elektra hits hard enough. Sabretooth, dude, you get this guy into the end game, and his empowered ISO stacks and his blood rage stacks, you saw what he did to Omega Sentinel there at the end of that. That's pretty strong. Um, he isn't really resurrecting anybody, but his extra attacks, just perfect synergy with him. And my agent, I could go tactician, but I was seeing a lot of infiltrators. I see a lot of scrappers, and my scrappers were trying to beat the hell out of my spiral. So I'm wearing the bruiser suit, and I haven't regretted it. It really hasn't been too much of an issue with blasters. And the only one that I've had that's really wrecked me was a Heimdall that was just, fully buffed and finest houring me to death. This is pretty key. I could go Stalker if I wanted to go a little bit risky and get more attacks. I could run a Shepherd Staff over here, but then it takes my agent out. And that means stacking the Void Shield. Yeah, this won't come into play too much because I would always burn this first before going basically incapacitated. This gun, extremely handy, doesn't rely on direct damage, doesn't rely on dots, it makes you pay for attacking. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed Team Turn, and maybe get some good ideas off of it. Enjoy!